Yes, indeed. The Big Ten Player of the Year goes to Yaxel Lendeborg, the first Wolverine to win this honor since Nick Stauskas back in 2014. I mean, look at his stats line. He did just a little bit of absolutely everything and played especially well against ranked opponents. He has led Michigan to this wonderful season, to the top seed in the Big Ten tournament and the regular season champions. It is our big interview. It is Yaxel Lendeborg, and he's joining us now to talk about it. Yaxel, you just won the Player of the Year in one of the most historic conferences there's ever been. What does this mean to you?
It means the world. I'm super grateful to have it. I'm super happy that I was named Player of the Year. There's more to come, and when I committed here, I made two to three promises, and I completed two of them so far. Hopefully we get to complete the third one.
And just to be clear, the third one is?
National championship.
Well, you're a handful of wins away from getting there. But it's wild to think of the journey you've been on. I mean, you openly talked about when you were younger in school, you goofed off. Listen, I have a kid at home who's a goof off in school. So how can I turn him into the Big Ten Player of the Year one day?
Honestly, you just got to try to, I guess you can use me as motivation, not let him get too deep down the rabbit hole, and don't let the pressure get to him, man, but, it all comes with, just learning lessons. Me, it took me a very long time. I guess if you want to take the route that my mom did, you got to sit him down in the car one day and have an emotional conversation about his future and see how it goes from there.
Well, what do you remember about that conversation with your mom?
It was really eye-opening, very, very emotional. This is the first time I've ever seen my mom cry in front of me, other than when we had lost one of our family members. So she sat me down. She felt like she failed as a mother. And when she told me that, my whole world just crashed, because I always looked at her as like a superhuman. So having her think that of me, and it was really heartbreaking. So I pretty much just vowed to just be the best that I can be for the rest of my life.
Well, how did that change you going forward from that moment?
Well, we ended up moving forward to a community college to take courses so I can play high school basketball senior year, which is something she always wanted to see me do, was play sports in high school. And once I started doing that, I started getting more into the books and actually, reading more, actually doing homework, studying. And then, I finally realized, this isn't really that hard. I don't know what I was thinking in the first place. And then once the schooling started coming in, then the basketball started becoming fun. And then everything else just started, just falling in place, I guess you could say. My life was a roller coaster pretty much early on, but everything started making a lot more sense once I started taking it more serious.
Well, good for you for figuring it out, and look what you've done so far. Why do you think this worked so well, you at Michigan?
I would say just the guys around me. They're super unselfish guys, which benefits me a lot because I play the same way. I've always been super unselfish, always put the team first before me, and having guys that do the same thing really helps just the chemistry for everybody. It was amazing to be a part of this team. And man, I feel like we're just so versatile as well. We have so many guys that can guard different positions. We have pretty much set role players that can do everything. Me, I played my role as a 3-and-D wing. Elliot was the point guard running the show. Amari Burnett, another pretty much 3-and-D wing. Rez, Kevin Garnett, Jalen Duren, power forward, and Adai, just the sole rim protector down low. I feel like we all played our role very well.
When you think of where you were 8 months ago when you first got to Ann Arbor, whenever it was, how have you grown throughout this past year?
I would say, as far as my approach towards the basketball game, I feel like I have matured a lot, and just be taking on more of a pro mindset. I'm starting to realize, I could actually make this a living for me, my family, and I could play basketball for a very long time at a high level. And it took a long, long time for me to see that, just stop counting on miracles and blessings that I'm here, and actually start focusing on maybe I do belong here, maybe I do deserve everything that's coming my way. So yeah, I would just say the approach on the basketball game and just my understanding of the game as well. I'm not the most athletic or physical guy, so I just got to find ways to manipulate the defense or offensive player and just make the most of the mistakes that they make.
I think you're a little athletic, but I appreciate the humility. Yaxel, of course, was your mom's idea for a name. It was a twist on a friend's name. Have you always liked your name, Yaxel?
Yeah, I did. I especially like the nickname Yax. It made it a lot like easier and cooler. I'm glad my friends, came up with that. But yeah, I love my name.
Have you ever met another Yaxel?
No, never. I low-key want to just to see because it'll be interesting calling somebody else like my name. Very intriguing.
Have you ever met another Dusty?
No, not at all.
Have you ever met another Adai?
Never in my life either. No.
Have you ever met another Namari?
No, not that either.
You have the greatest collection of first names I've ever seen.
Yeah, this is very. I like the way you put that. Yeah.
What do the players call Dusty?
All of us, man. Honestly, I mean, probably just Dusty. The only nicknames we have for him is like something cool that we can't really say online right now. But it's just Dusty Man, the ringleader. I've heard something about. Let me see. I don't think our names are appropriate to say right now. But
what do you guys see in him that maybe we don't get to see?
Oh man, I mean, everybody knows him as like a great leader, but he's pretty much like the father figure to all of us, honestly. He cares for us dearly. You guys probably don't see him in practice where he's running the pick and roll with Adai Malik, throwing them lobs, or when he's playing one-on-one with one of the managers. And, he still got a little bit of a jump shot. He might be a little slow and can't move much, but he still got the jumper.
You debated not going to Michigan and instead going to the draft last year. What do you remember about that decision?
It was a very long, hard thought decision. I know I wanted to play for Dusty May. I was a big fan of him already, and I know the NBA was right there, like just 2 steps away. So honestly, I leaned in on my circle and asked for the most advice that I could. Everybody just kept coming at me with like they're gonna be happy with whatever I decide. But man, seeing as far like my mental was going, I didn't think I was maturely ready for the NBA. I didn't think I'd be able to handle that lifestyle. Especially with me not having any confidence in myself around that time. So, I went into all those meetings with the NBA execs and was just, asking them what I need to do to get better, what they need to see out of me, stuff like that. And then, I got good feedback. There was a lot of coaches that said they don't mind me coming back here. So that made me feel a lot better in what I wanted to do in the first place. So eventually it just became like a no-brainer. Like, why wouldn't I come play for Michigan,
Well, it's been such a great season for you guys. You've barely lost any games. Before I let you go, I do want to ask you about that most recent loss against Duke. What's something you guys learned from that loss?
We can't let anybody else out-tough us ever again. And we got to always start setting the tone. If we don't, we got to find ways to keep our composure, not switch to like an ISO ball type of thing, which I feel is what ultimately lost us the game. And then I feel like we gave a lot of... I would say, we messed up our rotations because we were worried so much about Cam Boozer. He had a lot of gravity that game, especially. And he kept finding his matchups. He kept getting the switches on the smaller guys and going at them. So I feel like sometimes we just got to let him live, make him make that play over those guys and just instead of helping out so much and giving up threes. Those 2 are very valuable lessons. And then just trusting each other a lot more. There was plays where Coach Shire drew up a beautiful lob play, and, we were so worried about Cam Boozer, it worked out because, we didn't switch out, we didn't help each other out, and there was a lot of mistakes that we made that could have been easily fixed.
Yaxel, congratulations on winning Big Ten Player of the Year, and good luck in the NCAA tournament. And first off, this week in Chicago, good luck to Yaxel, to Dusty, to Adai, to Namari, to everybody on that well-named team.
Thank you, sir.